What's up, guys? It's Superelectivire here, and I will be bringing you Aurorus today. This is the Tundra Pokemon, and it is very interesting. It's very difficult to use, I would say, and in addition, it can be it can still be a very interesting Pokemon to face. And it really brings some new stuff into the metagame, especially in X and Y or Pokeball. It's a lot of fun to see. Um, Part of the reason it's so fun is because you can just shoot it down, one Mach Punch, one Bullet Punch. But yeah, um, so yeah, nothing else to really go through. So it is the Rock and Ice type Pokemon, which is really bad defensive typing, considering that as we'll look into its stats, it has pretty decent HP. So that's typing is just really bad because it has weaknesses, double weaknesses to fighting and steel, which, on a defensive Pokemon is not very good, as priority on these two types are very strong. In addition, it does have weaknesses to rock, ground, water, and grass, all of which are pretty common, or at least, somewhat common. Except grass, but, it's still got three very, very common weaknesses. It does have resistances to normal, which is not that common. Flying, which is pretty common. I mean, it is good to beat Talonflame. It can be used to beat Talonflame, but Talonflame is going to be taking off a chunk of HP, and it's just not worth it. In addition, it does have resistances to poison and ice being a little common, which is pretty nice. Ice being the only one that, you might actually want to take advantage of. Now, this guy only has a total base stats of 521. However, when you look at his stats, you don't see anything major except at HP, so I don't even know how he has 521, I really don't know, but its HP allows him to I'm gonna start calling this girl her, because Aurorus is like a queen, so she can, survive through snow blizzards and etc. So yeah, the HP. But it does have decent abilities with Refrigerate, being able to take those normal type moves and become Ice type, giving it Stab and get an extra 1.3 times damage along with Stab, which is very helpful. You know Quick Attack Pinsir, right? Mega Pinsir in OU? Yeah, that's why this does so much damage, because of Aerialate, which is basically the flying type equivalent of this ability. Now, it's really great in order to deal damage, but yeah, Snow Warning, which is its hidden ability, is actually unreleased. And basically what Snow Warning does is what Abominable Snow has, and that's basically a signature ability where basically you start Hail status. It's pretty good, but basically it's only for your teammates who might have abilities, but it does allow your Blizzard to have 100% accuracy, which is awesome. But it is unreleased, so you're gonna watch out. You won't be able to use it. Now, it is in the tier of NU, but you can use it for damage. Now, its offensive typing is pretty decent. I mean, it will hit Ice and Rock are actually pretty common attacks. However, it does not really have many special attacks to really, deal some good damage. I mean, like, it's gonna hit hard with Rock type attacks, but I mean, like, most Rock type attacks are going to be on the physical side. So I don't even know if it gets Power Gem, but to be honest, Thunderbolt might be able to help you a lot more. So, excuse me. Unfortunately, you will not be able to make best use of its typing. Because it's not the best offensive typing, since they basically cover each other. So you are going to need to use Refrigerate, and this is going to be using Choice Specs. Now, you do not want to run 4 HP for less Stealth Rock damage. But essentially, you just want to deal as much as you can with that 99 base special attack. I mean, it's decent. It's not horrible. It's usable, but it's not the best. So, in my opinion, you could also run Psychic instead of Dark Pulse, just depending on whether or not you want to hit psychics, whether or not you want to hit psychics, ghosts, or whether you want to hit fighting and poison. Your choice there. You are gonna need. I would also say you could run Discharge for the paralysis chance, but yeah, because you are gonna be running 252 speed, and in addition, you could run 252 HP as well. I mean, I would run 248 HP and then 8 defense, but for less stealth rock damage. But that's just me. So. If you want to be more defensive, that's okay too. In addition, if you wanted, you could just change Timid to Bold. That would be your best shot, or Calm, something like that. I forgot whether it was Calm or Careful. I think it's Calm, but yeah. Freeze Dry will get that Refrigerate boost, and it will deal a heck ton of damage. or sorry, not freeze dry, nature power. Now, freeze dry actually hits water types for super effective damage, which is really helpful, especially on Quagsire, and that's basically what that's trying to hit, Quagsire, and in addition, Wish Cash. So if you wanted to run Psychic over Thunderbolt or Discharge, that's fine, since you already do have freeze dry on that one. And then you are gonna want a Cleric to, you're gonna be taking a lot of damage, and like you want something with high HP, something that could take a lot of damage, but then still retaliate with a huge HP boost to Aurorus. So you are gonna want a Cleric to help you out because your HP is gonna be gone in no time. Just saying. Even if you run 248 HP. Now, flying or levitate Pokemon will help you to switch into Earthquake, and Ghost types will help you switch into fighting type attacks. So those are just some of the most common stuff. You could also bring stuff like stuff to take steel, stuff to take rock, all of that stuff too. You are gonna want to breed with the Ampharos evolutionary line for discharge. But now we start getting into the more weird sets. Excuse me. You can run offensive or defensive EVs for this set, and basically what this is a Calm Mind set. Its only form of recovery is rest, basically, so yeah, you could run rest over the last slot if you want. However, Dark Pulse and Psychic are also both valid coverage options, as I showed before. You won't really be using Freeze Dry on this one. You could replace it with Thunderbolt if you wish. Nature Power is going to be your main ice stab move, but Freeze Dry is very viable on the Discharge Thunderbolt. And basically, this one's going to be doing is this is trying to wall a little bit. You could also run Toxic if you wish. But you're just trying to rack up enough defense boosts or special defense boosts in order to retaliate with some decent attacks. But yeah, I would mostly run an offensive set, but defensive is very viable in case you want to survive longer. So that's why I just put defensive up there. Now, it will once you get off at +2, you can live 80/'s Flash Cannon enough to 1 KO him back with Dark Pulse if you wish. In addition, you can 2 KO AV Goodra, Assault Vest Goodra on the Switch with Nature Power. So yeah, it's decent. It will do damage. But yeah, same threats, same everything. You will want to breed Discharge, and you will want Cleric support. Now, this set is actually for Assault Vest. Now, again, you could go with offensive or defensive EVs. And basically what you're trying to do is while you're on the special side while doing great damage. So Freeze Dry will help you hit those, those same water types and provide ice type coverage, although ice type coverage is best for nature power. You can just run, same stuff basically, but just, going with Assault Vest. So, moving on. This is actually a attempt to go sweeping with weakness policy, and you're going to be using its ability Refrigerate and maxing out its special attack speed. And make sure you do go for 4 defense. Remember to take less stealth rock damage. And Timid is going to outspeed some stuff. However, if you wish, you can run a more bulky set, but because weakness policy does not raise your speed. However, I would go with the sweeping set. But because you are going to be raising your speed using Rock Polish, and Rock Polish is basically going to try to raise your decent speed 58. I wouldn't say that's decent. Horrible speed to 58, and doubling it. And try to outspeed, so you want to max your speed to help that out. Now, Freeze Dry is going to help you hit those waters. In addition, it's, Nature Power is basically your coverage, and Earthquake will allow you hit those steals. So that's basically going to give you a lot of coverage. Now, Weakness Policy will give you +2/+2 in your offenses, so that's why you are allowed to use Earthquake. Just watch out, though. You have to be hit by a weak attack. A weak, super effective attack, sorry. Yeah. Just better hope it's not stab and stuff, because some threats are common priorities like Mach Punch, Vacuum Wave, and Bullet Punch. Now, you are going to want to keep your safe switch-ins, but other than that, it's going to be very difficult. So, good luck with that set, and you can change your coverage if needed. But this set is going to be trying to go with the leftovers to try to, get some, what do you call it? Get some support in, and basically the same thing, but this one you can basically Toxic can be used in any of these 4 slots. Nature Power is recommended if you want to use attack for Taunt Bait, and in addition, it's your strongest attack that you basically have. Now, Light Clay will be used if you want to run Reflect and Light Screen, and Barrier is just there because it's there, but, Reflect is often a better choice. So I would not run Barrier, but, I mean, if you really want it, I mean, I just listed a bunch of support moves. Now, Haze, Roar, and Dragon Tail are all going to be there for phasing out, and then Thunder Wave is just there to, cripple some people, especially sweepers. So max out your EVs to maximize your sweeping potential and max out your defense. So, yeah, same stuff basically, and that's about it. So this is actually one of those Pokemon that's revived from a fossil in X and Y, and it is revived from the Sail fossil, and you basically have to choose between Amora or Tyrant. So this is the Sail fossil, and that is the Sail fossil is on the right, and then the Jaw fossil is on the left. So it is also unique in typing, and it sort of sucks because it has horrible typing. But it also has the highest base HP of rock types, and that's really saying something, since yeah, rock types are really defensive. But I guess most of the time, Game Freak put the EVs base stats into defenses at HP, so I guess this works. And it is also based on an Amargasaurus, because they both have sails. See the picture is a little, sail thingy. Yeah, but that's sort of also where it gets its name. In addition, it also gets it from Auroras, which are like light spectrum thingies in the whatever northern hemisphere, or whatever. I mean, North Pole or something. Yeah, but it is also based on a queen versus Tyrantrum, who is actually a king. See the beard? But yeah, Tyrantrum is more of a male Pokemon, and then Aurorus is more of a female Pokemon. But you can have females and males of both of these species. So that's about it for today. You basically want to run Refrigerate, but because who needs hail, right? But yeah, if it does get snow warning, then especially in the next generation, then maybe you'll be able to run different sets, and I might post an update on this Pokemon. So stay tuned. You can press the subscribe button below in case you want to stay tuned on more of my Pokemon sets and stuff. Other than that, you might as well just come back and enjoy. Thanks for watching.